Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top three, I'm not
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. For the Broncos, it's 7-9 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On second down, Williams. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And taken right at the 35. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Chargers 21, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield to throw it. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This one swung out to Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert, 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 alert. Up, up.
Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield over the middle, complete to Judy. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mayfield now. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's out wide for Palmer. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 13-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wilson's pass complete to Gary Jr. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Room here to run. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback,
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's Eckler again. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This offense so far on third down, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Tempo. Hey, 0.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory. Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. 156 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Up the middle with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here. They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air. Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead. Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is... A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Eckler looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Let's go.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Denver, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.